that 439.50, but it was a bullish day. Here in the last 20 minutes, I would say we'd want to get into a short if we're not already in a short. Really, the point to get into the short was here at like 230, which is right around where we have this trade, Labradorite trade indicator. Interesting. So these are all probably like all around these two lines here, 436 or 435.81, like above these lines here. I would say all good opportunity to open up a short position. We are going to see sideways rotation and a sharp dip here around the close, revisiting a support level that was a past opportunity. Doesn't mean that it's an opportunity this time, but in a lot of cases it is, although I don't think it is in this case. And next time we have the fortune card in the theme position, I'll remember to look at the volume card for more clarity as to what direction we'll be moving, because this clearly gave away that this would be mostly bullish. And we have the satiety energies that we have here on the 1 month for the 21st. On the dailies, they actually end up being a little bit earlier. They end up being at the end of the day on the 18th. What I mean by they is the cross reading correlations. So these cards correlate to the satiety card. If you go to the first, we have more cards that correlate to the satiety card as well. Very interesting. So I definitely want to cash out of my shorts first thing in the morning. My sense is that there's going to be a high here at the end of the day. We have a low correlation here, but I think that that's probably just going to be like a prominent trough. Either that, or sometimes when you see them at the close, occasionally, especially during retrograde, but occasionally it'll speak to what happens overnight rather than at the close. This is like an end of a bullish trend with a fast sudden move higher and then a breakdown. This is bullish. This is resistance. So we also have indications of the high being over here. I think probably first thing in the morning is the best opportunity to close that short position. We'll probably be near oversold territory on a multi-day. Hey AV, hey Trading Altitudes, hey Tubraze, hey Proof, hey Robert, excuse me. Yeah, so things are definitely going to get tricky, guys. I mean, they already are, but they get the most intense trickiness comes right around the station, the retrograde station, which is, I think, the 23rd. Let me just double check on that. Yeah, the 23rd, just before 3 o'clock. Right, so on the correlations to the cross reading congruencies, I should say, between the appearance of the low significators from the greater time frame readings, there's cross reading congruencies here on the beginning of the day on the 21st, which is another indication that the low is actually going to be here at the beginning of the day. To Braze, that's a very high probability of getting a pivot on the 23rd. What happens on the day of station retrograde and station direct? What usually happens, there's two things. Either you have it depends on the time that it actually goes station too. So this goes station during the market. My sense is that we're probably going to have kind of like a pause in direction. There could be a reversal as well. It's either a pause and then the next day reversal, or it's a pause and a reversal on the day of. No barking, Hermes. Will VRT and LLY be bullish during correction? Also, how is IWM next week? VRT. Oops. Derivative holdings. I gotta see what my dog is doing. Hermes, stop it. Where are you? All right, so VRT. Wow, I can't even get a good shuffle off. This is so crazy. VRT, will it be bullish during the correction? During, I'd say, this correction. I got a yes for that. The Sun card. LLY. Will it be bullish in this correction? Oh my god. So during Mercury retrograde, it's like you're trying to do something that you do every day, like normally, like, I don't know, unscrew the cap of like a bottle. And during Mercury retrograde, that's when you drop the cap and it rolls underneath the counter and you have to go down there and get it. And while you're down there, you bang your head. Like, it's nuts. So like right now I'm trying to shuffle and every like third shuffle misses. It's like a good old retrograde. Will LLY be bullish in this correction? I got a unicursal, yikes. Yikes. Let me pose that question again. I'm gonna go with a no there, and especially because there's this gap right here. This is a really big gap, guys. This needs to be filled. And what better a time to do it than a correction when you're not really that far away from it anyways. And we're at the top of oversold, like we're in oversold territory. We're just at the top of like appropriate sold territory. That 70 to 80 mark, depending on the stock, is where you would say oversold starts. Oh, hey, trading altitudes. Missed that question. I'm sorry. You're in a short at the moment. Should you keep it on or close it? I presume you're talking about SPY, in which case I would say keep it on and close it first thing in the morning on Monday. Unless you've got a good profit, and then it would make sense just take the profit and run. It could go the other way. I don't think it's going to, but, you know, I mean, it's how speculative do you want to be? I mean, with Mercury retrograde right ahead of us, things like this low correlation actually ending up being on the 18th. See how we're at a low? Like, that could be a possibility that happens. It's more likely to be the case during a retrograde period or when we're under the influence. It's not necessarily the case. The low could be on the 21st too, but this is a possibility, right? So it's a matter of, like, do you want to risk the profits that you have? If you're in a short position and you're in the red, I would say definitely hold it. It might go the other way, but I think there's a good shot that it goes lower. Considering we've got this. This is a little tricky. My sense is that we probably go from like a trough or a lowest low to a high, or like to a prominent crest, I should say. How is IWM next week? Overall trend direction for IWM next week. It's to the upside. Notable move to the upside through at least one horizontal resistance on a multi-day. Is XRP looking up this weekend? Let's take a look. Oof, that's a definite. This is a definite opportunity to short, guys. I would take this opportunity. This is a definite opportunity. Sometimes the Queen of Discs will speak of revisiting a support level that's at a higher price level. There's still going to be a sharp drop off of that support level. So you can see this is probably taking place right now. We revisited a support level and now there's a sharp drop. This is kind of a very rare circumstance of the Queen of Discs. Usually the Queen of Discs is to the downside with a sharp drop, but there are cases where you'll see it do this, and it's revisited a support level that was an opportunity, but it was a support level at a higher price level, right? We turned it into support just momentarily, and now there's a sharp drop. We might have a little bit more sideways, but there's a sharp drop in here around this price level. And this is the Ace of Discs at play as well, where we've got this high here. This is a high for the day. Ace of Swords will often indicate a high. That's why I was a little iffy about it. It doesn't always, you know. XRP. Oh, look at that! I found CoinDesk actually goes to the end of the chart. It doesn't cut off the last 2 days of the month. Um, all right, so there's XRP. Selling through multiple supports. We should see a move to the upside coming. So the question was what, next week? Oh, up this weekend. Yeah, so there's going to be a move to the upside ending this period of like a fast sudden move higher after sideways rotation. So right, we're seeing sideways rotation here. It ends with a fast sudden move higher, and then that takes us into more sideways rotation. So I think probably we see a move to the upside, and then we attempt to establish support maybe at these price levels up here in the 57.50. Let me see, or 57.5. Yeah, 57.5. And I would say that high correlation's off the table, and most likely that's going to be a low there, which would make this Ace of Wands the high, really, and that makes a lot of sense. We have August 1st, we have a high here, Ace of Wands. This is probably going to be a low here, and then another low here. That's those Labradorites throwing me off again. I might take them out. I might take them out of the bag. They've thrown me off a few too many times. They're difficult to read in a lot of cases. Or they're not difficult to read, but they kind of like end up giving you more, like, too many possibilities. If that makes sense. So you're more likely to pick the wrong possibility. I'm probably going to remove those after retrograde. I'll reconsider the idea and maybe take them out. You're stuck in Netflix long expiry 1 week. Best time to exit. I would say on Monday, probably end of day on Monday, and if we end up in a trough at end of day on Monday, then it would be on Tuesday the 22nd. But I would not wait any longer than that, and it's probably not going to be for a profit at this point based on where we've moved. I probably made the same mistake here. Sorry, guys. I wish I could nail it every time. Wow, this is actually showing me a high to a low right here. I would do it at the end of the day on Monday. Or if we open with like a really big gap to the upside on Monday, which I'd be surprised if we do, but if we do, that's where I would close it. Shall we open an SPY short now? I think you could still do it. Yeah, you could still do it here, but I wouldn't wait, guys. There's only 2 minutes, 1 minute left anyways. Really, it should have been opened up here. It should have been opened up here when I was saying to open it up. But this is still good. Like, you're still in good range, is my sense. Exit first thing in the morning in the midst of... If we open in a gap first thing, if we don't open with like a gap to the downside, there should be a sharp drop here, and then I would do it first thing in the midst of the drop. It's going to be price swinging throughout the day. It might actually be a lower price level on Tuesday. Excuse me. This is a cross-reading congruency, the theme card here. So this is a strong indication of a low here. Somewhere in the morning, right around the morning, maybe like first thing in the morning or like between 10 and 11 on the 22nd. And you could probably position yourself in both directions with the amount of price change that we have here towards noon to a little afternoon, into the high here at the end of the day. I would say there's a resistance that around here at an important price level, probably on a multi-day scale, that with the amount of price change there, you might be able to position yourselves in both directions. There's price swings going on here throughout the day. But this is a harvest ruin. Like, this isn't a open up position. This is a take profits type of ruin right here. Called the... Is that Jera? Jera. Yeah, I got it right. Nice. And then that other one... AWAS. In a lot of cases, this is indicating protection of some sort is needed. Yeah, I would definitely hold that short. I wouldn't close that short trading altitudes. Hermes is he's getting better slowly. His leg is still hurting him a lot, but he's getting better. Will SPY hit 444 next week? Doubtful. Will SPY hit 444 next week? Yes or no? I don't like when I get the Princess of Swords for a yes or no answer. It's technically a yes, but I don't always feel like it's reliable as a yes. Let's try that again. Yes or no? We'll do it 2 more times. If it contradicts this time, we'll do it another time. Still a yes. All right, so I guess we do. There is a pretty big rally here out of a decline. There's like a decline that increases with momentum into probably midday on Wednesday. Out of a resistance level on the 22nd somewhere into the 23rd midday, and then there's a rally out of that into a crest or peak on the 24th. That's probably where we hit it, somewhere around the 24th. If I'm wrong about that, then it would be here on the beginning of the day on the 22nd, but I really don't think so. Hey, appreciate it, Dumb Money. I don't know if I should call you Carolyn or Dumb Money when it's Dumb Money. Am I still seeing an Apple long 24th to the 25th? I am, yeah, I am seeing an Apple long from the 24th into the 25th. That's correct. Yeah, it looks like I got Apple pretty much on the ball. That's good. That's relieving. I didn't get them all wrong. I just got a couple of them wrong. And not wrong, but like overall trend direction is kind of an important one, at least in my opinion. Will 2024? I missed that one. Will 2024 have a higher high than 2023, and will BTC hit 21K during this correction? Yeah, I mean, my sense is that we have a higher price level in 2024. Will Bitcoin hit 21K during this correction? What the heck? Where's the chart? Oh my god, that's so annoying. Why is it doing this? Still going, wow. Well, yeah, like I said, since I was so off and we were still seeing a low, that would mean we have a low here on the 19th, 20th, and probably more so even here on the 24th. But then we should have a pretty big move here at the very end of the month. I don't foresee us hitting 21,000. No, I really don't. Do we hit 21,000? I got a yes. Wow. These yes or no questions probably not the best to do right on the edge of retrograde, guys. It's not going to be the clearest. I got a yes again. Interesting. A unicursal does indicate a pretty sharp drop here. I don't see us going to 2100, to be frank. I really don't. I feel kind of iffy about the answers from the cards for that question. I see us going higher. Hey, Baby Yoda. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. CROs between now and late November. Overall trend direction. Significantly to the upside. Like really significantly. That was the adjustment card. Big move higher. How is space looking for Monday? Man. I feel like it's bottomed out. It's definitely bottomed out here. We should see a move higher Monday for SPC, making like a new local high. And then we probably break down off of it a little bit. And then on the 22nd, there's another significant move to the upside. Check this out. So the low forms after 3 pokes through the same price level, followed by a sharp decline in taking us to the low, right? 1, 2, 3, sharp decline into the low. So I think we probably bottomed out here, guys, is my sense. Venus de Mayo. All right. Sorry guys, I was daydreaming. Tesla 22nd to the 25th. Yeah, so Tesla's definitely looking like a bottom here. We probably open around this 200 day here. And we're definitely going to see the low again. Um, we'll probably see the low on the 21st in the morning. Big move to the upside out of the low. And then a gap down to the low again on the 22nd, or if it's not a gap down in the midst of mixed behavior to it on a declining side, we'll revisit it there. And so the question about Tesla was a long on the 22nd to the 25th. So you could open, there's a couple of longs there. On the 22nd, you could open up a long. You want to do it in the midst of a U-shaped dip on a 1-day chart on the 22nd. Open up a long position. Excuse me, guys. I'm so sorry. And then if you want to be really cautious, close it at the end of the day after a big move to the upside, and at the end of the day on the 23rd, like end of day big move higher to a peak or crest on the 23rd. I close it there. When we have like, well, okay, either there or then on the 24th, there's a failed attempt to break through key resistance on a multi-day. You'd want to do it around there on the 24th, or you could hold it to the 25th. You might get a little scared somewhere in there between the 24th and the 25th, but I would say if you really want to hold it for a good profit, I would hold it until this science card on the 29th, which is probably going to be the highest price level from here moving forward through the rest of the month. Google long 23rd to the 29th. Sorry guys. All right, so Google. Where did it go? Are we missing a chart? All right, I'm just going to use this one. '22nd to the 25th. Oh, sorry, Google Long, 23rd to the 29th. No, I wouldn't do that long. What I would do, if I was going to open up a long, I would do it early in the day on the 25th and close it on the 28th, or end of day on the 25th. I would probably stay away from a long there. What do you want, buddy? What do you want? Come here. Come on. You want to come up? Will SPY hit 430 on Monday or Tuesday? Yes or no? I gotta know. Great job on the overall forecast this year. Your annual forecast reflects the lows, highs, and overall trends so far. And your August forecasts have a high for SPY and several stocks on the second and third. Cool. Appreciate it. Absolutely, I agree with AV. I was looking from January just a few days back, and to the point it has been for SPY. Wow. Amazing, sir. Hats off. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, AV. All right. Awesome, Robert. Appreciate it. Really, really thankful for your support, my man. Sorry. I just saw that. All right, guys, with that, I'm going to roll. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks so much for your support, everybody. As always, make sure to follow that rule of karma. There should be some pretty profitable trades coming up. Please remember to follow that rule of karma. It's really important for the channel, for our survival, guys, not like for our benefit, for our survival. So make sure to do that, and you do that here at the resources tab of our website, Tarot for Traders, where you donate 5% of the profits forward to one of these charities and 5% of the profits back to the channel. Thank you very much. Angel investors are then following those rules and also spending that money out of love. As long as you do that, the universe is going to send it back to you tenfold through this channel, my friends. I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a great weekend.